Good morning, park managers, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2. Today we are making an enclosure based off a tropical delta. So basically you'd find these at the end of rivers leading into the ocean, and it's a shallow bit of land which is depicted on tide. So obviously when tide is in, it's going to be a lot deeper, lots of water, and then when the tide's out, it's going to look very beach-like. So in this one, it's kind of in between. Now as you see, I've made loads of little islands knocking about and then left green centres. I'm sort of mixing it up with mud and sand just so it blends in a lot better. And these areas are where you're going to put all your plants. It doesn't matter too much if you have the plants go into the water, because it does add to that sort of mangrove theme for your delta. And as well, if you're on a tropical map, it's dead easy. You can add a brush and just use the brush plants on there, and at that point you could just leave it like that if you wanted to, if you want to keep it as simple as possible. But I like making these myself very thick and lush, full of plant matter. It breaks up line of sights from around the enclosure, and also it's kind of cool watching dinosaurs go in and out and disappearing into the shrubbery. I like using the tall jungle trees mixed up with the palm tree, coconut tree style plants, and then with the temperate plants I like to place lots of the thick bush trees, especially the brighter green ones. It adds that sort of tropical look, adds another layer and level of depth to the foresty areas. And then as well, what I enjoy using is these very small trees. They look really cool. They also add that sort of mangrove look to it. Obviously the roots ain't on show, but if you're using unmodded, it's as close as you can get. And if you do them in a cluster, it does kind of give that mangrove style effect, which is what you want your delta to look like, especially if you're in making that tropical kind of vibe. Now this enclosure is going to be really good for housing piscivores, because it has that high water sort of thing they're after, especially if you're playing on challenge mode, and it just looks really cool. You can place fish feeders here and there. If you're on sandbox as well, it's a really good area for putting food for your flyers if you've got them freely roaming around your parks, and it's just nice seeing them dart in and out. You probably want to place a few rocks hiding in the trees so that your flyers have places to land, but for me I chose to house a Spinosaurus in this particular showcase because I really do like the look of the Spino moving throughout the delta, like it's catching its own fish, especially when the tide is going in and out, and it's just a nice looking enclosure. If you're using a big map and you want to add a delta, you find deltas at the end of rivers when they go into the ocean, and so that's the way you place it. You would have your big sort of river going through your map, and at the end you would have a fake ocean, and then you put your delta in between that sort of bridge. Anyways, I hope you've given some inspiration here and that you've enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later.